If you haven't already heard, John McAfee has died, the pioneer of antivirus software. He was definitely a wild card, had a pretty crazy life. You should definitely look into it. But I would say he probably ended up doing more good than bad, so it's unfortunate we had to lose him earlier than necessary. And here's just a little look back.
Speaking about Bitcoin, what is the most significant value of Bitcoins? What would you say?
I think the most significant value is that it is a new paradigm of money, and it's not going to go away. It's like Pandora's box. We've opened the box, it came out, it's not going away. No matter how much governments would like it to, no matter how problematic it is for banks, it's here to stay and it's growing. And the world will have to learn to adapt to it. If not Bitcoin, then one of the some other cryptocurrency, because there's hundreds of them. And I would caution people because many of these new cryptocurrencies are scams.
How's it going, clock keepers? Good to see you at hour 25. If you're new here, this is the time you need but don't have. It's free to subscribe. Please share with a friend. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. If you know, you know. Somebody, drop a clock on him. Alright, so let's get into it. As you may have heard, Bill Cosby was freed as a court overturns his sex assault conviction. He was released this past Wednesday. I did hear he's going on a comedy tour. That in itself is pretty funny. But below it explains why he was released. The Philadelphia court ruled that a non prosecution agreement with the previous prosecutor meant that Mr. Cosby should not have been charged in the case in the first place, it sounds like. Next, popular mechanics. Israel found a way to make soldiers invisible. This is not to the naked eye. It explains here Polaris Defense's Kit 300 system is a thermal visual concealment system that uses a combination of metals, microfibers, and polymers to mask a soldier's thermal signature, according to Business Insider. In other big news, Fox News, Chinese whistleblower exposes COVID-19's origins on the Tucker Carlson Today show. Down below, virologist and medical doctor Li Ming Yan told Carlson that according to I-94 records, her husband has entered the United States with an HB1 visa for 2 years and may be planning to harm her with the assistance of the CCP and some within the U.S. Next, quickly, Donald Rumsfeld died. He was the former U.S. Secretary of Defense. He had a long career. He died at 88 with his family, and there was no immediate release due to the cause of his death. Also, General Mills warns of cost inflation during the new fiscal year. Some points down below. The total cost inflation is expected to amount to about 7% of the company's cost of goods sold expense line. Sounds pretty significant. They add, General Mills said it's addressing the inflationary environment through cost-saving measures, including price increases for most of its portfolio that have already been announced. The Detroit News. Ford confirms further downtime at North America plants due to chip shortage. The spokesperson, Kelly Felker, said in a statement, while we continue to manufacture new vehicles, we're prioritizing completing our customers' vehicles that were assembled without certain parts due to the industry-wide semiconductor shortage. Down below, there's a list of the plants that are going to be closing and when, the times they'll be open, and the amount of crew and employees needed to fulfill the operation. And just to touch on crypto, live coin watch. It's been relatively quiet recently. There's definitely been some important things happening, but overall, for the most part, I just get the vibe that it's been pretty quiet. Bitcoin's around 33,000. Ethereum's just above 2,000, just shy of 2,100, and ADA's hovering around 137. just keep your ear to the grindstone. This is not financial advice. Anything we do here on this channel, do your own research. Make sure you're looking into things for yourself. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again, and do good. Bye-bye.